yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah.
The Valued Citizens Initiative has been running since the year 2000 and is currently operating in 235 primary schools in Gauteng.
I'm a valued citizen, and a valued citizen is a person who has love, peace, and respect.
Through all our values of tolerance, truth, respect, dignity, openness, we work first on self, then we grow and we go to the level and to the extent of the country, because what we want is that, after all, educators, children, care workers, every adults and children of this country get this pride to be South African.
One thing South Africans can really be proud of is our new democracy. To protect it, we need to make sure our children cherish it too.
I am a valued citizen. I believe in democracy. I believe in fair and free and election. One man, one vote. And one woman, one vote.
Government of the people, by the people, for the people.
You know, this generation, having values, knowing their rights and taking responsibility, they are the ones that will have everything in their hands to make not anymore the transformation, because the transformation is in process, is, you know, just running, but make the change become reality.
These children are already practicing for the future. They are doing research for a special Valued Citizens project where children have to get their class to elect them as ministers.
What is the problem in your community?
Oh, the problem in our community, the first problem is unemployment. The second one, we have a problem about crime. And the third one, we have a problem about homelessness, because some of the people don't have houses to stay on.
My name is Mpokwe Kula. I would like to be elected as a president. I want to build more centers for the children with HIV/AIDS. I will support the children with more money. I will make them to come to school without paying the school funds.
They went to the communities to find out more about the problems which are in the communities. So they came back with their speeches, and then they made promises about what they are going to do as ministers.
I am Tapelo. I would like to be chosen as a president because I promise you, people of South Africa, free water, free electricity, free healthy service for the disabled people, and free never wrapping for every pregnant woman who are suffering from HIV and AIDS.
Thank you very much. Keep it up. I want to be chosen as a president because I want to create the standard of living of the inhabitants of the country.
It's time to vote, and whether it's a ballot box or a simple show of hands, the people have spoken.
The new president is Mpho with 31 votes.
Academically, the child became more aware of a setup in our government structure, which they never took notice of. And I found with the grade 6s, they became involved being cabinet ministers. So they actually took on that role. They would watch TV more and see what the ministers were doing, and they would actually come back and report, and they actually lived into that role.
I would like to congratulate you on new Land Rover. It must have cost you a fortune.
Oh, thank you very much. Mind you, it did not cost me a cent.
As the Minister of Finance, I feel that Mrs. Lekwani should be suspended.
The children need to know that leaders are accountable to those that elected them. This demands a more sophisticated understanding of democracy.
We've got 3 powers in South Africa. The legislative or the parliament makes the laws.
The executive implements the law and makes sure that the job is done. The judiciary checks that everyone respects the law.
May the accused stand. Ms. Lisa Honolo, after studying the law, I find your actions unacceptable. The court therefore finds you guilty.
The adults of today, they were in the apartheid era, so they didn't really know what was going on. They were fighting the old regime and there was no pride in our country. Whereas now it's transparent, children know what's happening, they can sit and watch it on TV, so they know exactly what is going on in our country. I mean, if you look at it before, corruption was also carried out in our country, but it was done undercover, whereas now people are being exposed. And that is also a lesson for them to be taught that crime doesn't pay. Eventually it catches up with you and you will be exposed.
Officers, take the ministers to the cells.
But democracy cannot survive without peace.
I am a valid citizen. I believe in peace.
You know, peace, yes, it's not only at the level of 2 countries. It's not only, about international relations. It relates also, I do believe that citizens make their country. So it begins at home.
Fight is not good. Fight will cause you problems that will never solve.
If you have peace in your heart and everything you do it with peace, God will be graceful to you.
Fighting does not solve the problem. What's the matter?
Fighting won't give you the answer. So make peace with them.
They must sit down and discuss their differences, and then they must resolve it in peace, not using war as a solution.
This picture is about the war, and I can see a boy from Liberia carrying a gun. And this boy, he doesn't have a right to carry a gun because he is too young to carry a gun.
This is a picture where you can see Archbishop Tutu with his wife and Graja Machel. They bring peace in this world. Archbishop Tutu helped fight apartheid. And Graja Machel made peace in Mozambique. And that's why they are laughing today, because they bring peace in this world. Thank you.
Pictures speak directly to the emotions. Even though they might not get the details right, the learners are clear on one thing: war is horrible.
I will not feel okay if that was my country.
South Africa, we love you, our beautiful land. Let's show the whole world we can bring peace in our land.
Peace is important because we can't live without peace in South Africa. Our economy will go down if we don't have peace. There will be more people which are unemployed, and people won't be able to trust one another.
The history of our country has made us very aware of discrimination. We must not repeat the mistakes of the past. Let's teach our children about equality and to value others like they value themselves.
I am a very citizen and I believe in equality.
It's very important for the learners to know about equality. So the Value Citizen workshop makes the learner or the people to be outspoken, not to be shy, and they must be individual, they must stand for themselves.
I've got 2 fingers. I want to show people how good I am, even I'm a disabled person.
song called I Said a Lot. No, please, people, can you please listen up it and no, goes like this. I said a lot.
A first step in teaching equality is to encourage those that face discrimination to stand up for their rights.
I should be do.
We can move. They say we cannot move. They said we are disabled. They say we are handicapped, but we can move. If that's not equality, I don't know.
We need you to respect us. We love you, so please love us. Take us equal.
Yes, to the name and nationality. What about to a family care or a parental care?
To a basic nutrition.
And a basic health.
To be protected from neglect and abuse.
To be heard.
If children know their rights, they are better equipped to speak out against practices like child labor. Even though it is illegal, it still happens, from Soweto to Bangkok.
What is your name? How old are you?
My name is Chichi and I'm 9 years old, sir.
How long have you been working today?
8 o'clock until 18 hours, sir.
Look at these stitches. Are your eyes really bad?
Yes, sir. It's too dark in here. I can't see anymore.
Oh, you cheeky boy. You are not going to get food today. No rice, no needle. I'll pull these stitches and you'll start again. I wish I could leave this job and go to school.
The Valued Citizen programs, it's about participate, about debating, about being critical and independent thinkers.
And I think Chichi is lucky because he is earning money. Chichi has to be educated first so that he can be the leader of tomorrow.
Just imagine a 9-year-old boy working. That is very abusive.
Plus, I also agree with Caroline because without education, you are nothing.
Maybe Chichi wants to earn money to support his family.
According to the children's rights, a child is not allowed to work or provide services.
The children base their debates on documents like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
They are enamed with reasons and conscience.
I'm proud to be a child because today we have our rights. Ask me why.
Why?
Because it's true democracy that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Ask me why again.
Why?
Because every child must be protected from maltreatment, neglect and abuse, and must be protected from exploitative labor practices. Ask me why once more.
Why?
Every child is equal before the law and has the right to protection and benefit of the law. Forward with equality, forward.
Forward.
Forward with equality, forward.
Forward.
Gender equity begins at home. The Valued Citizens Initiative encourages parents to help children understand their full potential.
Mama, the other boys teach me that you cannot sew because it's a job of women.
No, it's not for women only. It's not a woman's job only. Many designers are men. There you are. Trying to sew.
When you're a designer, you can make things for your country and make clothes that they can wear.
Culture changes and new opportunities arise for boys and girls to be valued citizens.
Bangisasemncane bekungana abadoktha abafazi bekukakhulu amadoda manje angithi sekuphucukile sokuba nabafazi abangabodokotela.
You must change the child.
so that the world can fall into place.
To help children understand gender equity, they need to imagine how gender discrimination feels.
We did a play in class, and I made the boys to play the role of girls and the girls to play the role of boys. They so much enjoyed it. You know, they had the feel of being a boy, the feel of being a girl.
Sir, we came to complain about the girls. What about the girls? We think you are treating them unfairly. We've all messed up the class, and we should clean too, sir. Cleaning is the work of the girls. Why are you complaining? I'm trying to do you a favor to not clean the class.
My name is Tlantantsele. I was acting as a girl. It was so hard to be a girl because you had to do all the work by yourself. But in the end, it ended out beautiful. Everyone could work together.
Come together for equality and gender equity.
We might all be equal, but we are not all the same. The Valued Citizens Initiative teaches children to tolerate our differences.
I am a valued citizen. I believe in tolerance.
Democracy builds on tolerance, because then you have to listen to what the other believes in, how do they live, their lifestyle. So it just brings to openness. And openness is important. It's part of the fundamental values of the South African Constitution.
Yeah, Pirates win the Chisitrinel. Yeah, Pirates are my baga. Josie. Down.
Do you think that's Muslim music?
What is that? Where does it come from?
You know the Muslim men, they surprise me. They even want to become like women. They wear dresses.
And you know that sound, just when you think you want to rest, then that sound goes on. Allahu Akbar. These people are so ignorant. If they just learn more about my religion, they will understand and stop making fools out of themselves like us.
That is so true. Maybe if we just understand more about your religion, we wouldn't have to make fools out of ourselves.
We are the Rainbow Nation. If you really look at the rainbow, there's so many colors in it. And if you look at our nation, it's not just color, it's language, it's culture, everything is included. And for us to really grow as a nation, we need to accept and tolerate each other's ways and beliefs.
I am Valen Satidas and I am HIV positive.
Our children learn to accept this child who is HIV positive at our school. There's no discrimination against her. So our school, I would say, is all for tolerance.
All behavior can be learned. So we need to teach learners to have more tolerance. And it helps us as people to understand one another better.
To Shebu, who does not have xenophobia.
Good morning, my fellow learners. Foreigners must be treated fairly or kindly because we are all the same and equal. And they also have emotions and feelings like us. God created equal parts, which is earth and heaven. Thank you.
One thing I hate about foreigners is that when they come in our country, they take advantage of the teenagers, especially girls, by selling drugs to them. They don't have manners. They come from their corrupted cities to corrupt our wonderful land.
My name is Foreigners must be treated kind and fairly because they are human beings like us, no matter what color they are and what language they speak. First was the whites, and now it's us who starts this apartheid. We must stop this jealousy and live as a family.
The aim of the lesson was to see how the learners were thinking and again to make them to change their attitudes towards foreigners, because in the beginning all learners hated foreigners, but at the end of the lesson learners were now accepting the foreigners, and more of them were very tolerant.
I'm a valued citizen and I'm not a racist.
I've been called racist names like Milky Bar and Ugly Whitey. I think we are all the same and we don't have to call each other ugly names.
I've had a friend whose father was racist and he wasn't really nice because I couldn't like go sleep over her house and stuff like that.
I think that if somebody comes to me and calls me names, I won't take it personally because I know I'm not that and I believe it myself and that won't hurt me. And don't take it serious because if you take it serious, they put a hatred in our hearts. You can't get out of the circle, you can't...
Chill out, we're not going to harm you.
We know that we've been horrible to you and we're really, really sorry.
Can we show our tolerance by playing together?
Okay. Okay.
You can't get out of the circle, you can't get out of the circle.
Do you want some drugs? I got it all. Dakra, weed, grass, cocaine, the whole lot. You want some?
Should they tolerate this?
No!
We shouldn't tolerate that which breaks us down, but tolerate that which builds us up.
I think the whole point of something like the Valued Citizens Program is to teach them tolerance in the correct context. So, yes, one must be tolerant of people within the country, of people's different beliefs and value systems and so forth. But in something, again, which is going to be potentially harmful to oneself or to others around, I think they have to draw the line and realize through the Valued Citizens that they don't have to tolerate that.
I would love to see everybody in this world say, I'm a drug-free child, drug-free teenage, drug-free adult.
Some schools are lucky that crime is just an abstract concept. Others are situated in the eye of the storm, and children need strong values to stop them from being pulled into it.
Westbury is known for its violence, but for quite some time now it's stopped in a way. Although there are still crime committed like drug peddling, and our youngsters being used to do the drug dealers' dirty work for them, that's really heartbreaking.
It's not safe anymore for us to walk around because they're selling drugs and stuff at our flats.
Sometimes when you do crime, then the people just use you and by the end of the day you get killed.
My cousin is selling drugs for a man and they shot him dead. He's 12 years old.
The Valued Citizens Initiative creates hope in communities where many have given up. A life of crime is built on losing your dignity and ultimately losing yourself.
You know, there's no role model, there's no someone that say, hey, do you know why you are doing crime? Yes, to earn cash, car, and cell phone, the 3 C's, yes, but if it's for that, what else behind that? I don't know. So what we do believe also is that crime in South Africa is linked to a loss of self.
We have been picketing this morning against crime. Can I have a general feeling of how some of you felt?
I felt very happy.
What we are learning here as a valued citizen, to spread it out and tell people in our community what the valued citizen is all about.
If we talk against crime, and people will stop doing crime.
We don't speak out, we are actually helping and supporting criminal acts and things like that.
The reason why I won't speak up because he's gonna like follow me when I come to school and he's gonna like follow my family and my little sister at Grich. We mustn't be scared for that man because no one will tell him, you didn't tell the police that he did something wrong.
The reason why I won't talk is because I'm scared, Rochelle. I'll talk out the reason why I said so, because they will come to our house also and do the same thing.
I will call Crime Stop because that person didn't do the right thing because I won't put my name on a list
Then you won't know who's teacher.
Whenever you see a crime, it's up to you to phone Crime Stop. You can be anonymous. Anonymous meaning no one will know who you are. If our children don't learn the sense of truth, they will lose integrity, because our children need to take responsibility for building a future for them. If they don't speak up, who will speak up on their behalf?
Having integrity is about being true to yourself, and the first step is to start telling the truth.
I think learners forget that we as teachers once were learners. They tell us lies every day. Sometimes the learner does not write his or her homework, and when you ask for the book, he'll say to you, "Ma'am, I forgot my book at home." And when you check the books, the book is there, but the work is not done. It's not good for people, and it does not help them to grow as people. But when they are free and relaxed, it will be easier for them to learn, and they become better people and better learners.
Please light the candle of truth.
As South Africans, we learned only recently how important truth is to heal our country and prepare us for the future.
The police beat her child. We need to heal those words from past injustice.
I'm sorry I killed your son. I was in Impimpi. I thought the apartheid police were going to kill me. If there's nothing I can do, please tell me.
Now we would like to see the victim and the perpetrator making peace by shaking hands.
The play inspires learners to come clean on their own lies.
Let's hear Miriam.
One day I was left at home and I ate the whole jam. My younger sister was the one who was blamed that she ate the jam. My mother beat her with a belt and I felt so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to admit that I ate the jam.
I think you should go and tell your mother the truth about you eating the jam so that your little sister can forgive you.
You need to be true to yourself. You know what I say very often to children is that if you say things without being true to yourself, then you know what? You lie to yourself, not to me, not to your teachers. When you are late at school and that you come with as many excuses as you can find, you know what? You lie to who? Not to the teachers, to yourself.
I'm a valued citizen. I always tell the truth.
How do you feel today?
I'm feeling happy.
To develop all these super valued citizens takes a lot of hard work from educators. An intensive training program helps educators to examine their own values and attitudes. The Valued Citizens program purposely links values to feelings. At the end of the day, it's not just an academic course, but also an emotional experience that really transforms people.
If I didn't take part in this program, I would have lost myself. It changed my whole outlook on life. It made of me someone really valuable, not only to the school, but I think also to the community out here.
And it was just a sharing of ideas which was absolutely great. And I really felt at the end that I had grown as a person through attending the program.
I used to be somebody who is short-tempered to other people. But since I attended the Valued Citizen, I know that I have to take everybody is very, very important. Everybody is a God's creature.
I built myself, my self-esteem. I built myself in many respects, so I planted it back to my learners so that they plant it back to the nation.
Everybody should become part of it because it's really not just building children's characters, it's also building a nation with good values.
I think we have been fortunate as Gauteng that we've started here. First, the priority would be to have it in every school in Gauteng, whether in a township, a suburb, an informal settlement, or a farm school. We certainly want them in all our schools.
Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.